Hey friends, Lissa back for video number 4 in our playlist video series on gas and bloating as a raw vegan. Today we're going to be talking about movement and why movement is incredibly important to help with that. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'm excited for this one because this is definitely something that we need to start implementing into our lives if we're dealing with gas and bloating and just for health in general. So incredibly important. But before we begin, I just wanted to let you guys know that we still have the 40% off discount going on all of our raw vegan recipes. Over 400 raw vegan recipes for 40% off. Code is NICECREAM40. You can find the link also in the description box below. And if you want to watch all of the videos in this video playlist series, you can find that link in the description box as well. So movement, incredibly important, not just for digestion, but for overall health. So have you ever noticed how if you're eating a meal with a lot of family and friends or at a restaurant is like, this happens all the time at restaurants, but because we're sitting with a lot of people, we're talking a lot, we're not chewing our food very well because we're talking and we're excited. There's all this stuff going on. Our body isn't really necessarily focused on digestion and we aren't providing them the amylase from our saliva and we're not chewing our food well enough in the first place. So on top of all of that, we tend to sit for long periods of time after we eat. And like I said, especially at a restaurant. I've noticed this so much in the past, before I was raw vegan. We would go to a restaurant and we would sit and then we would eat and we would talk for like sometimes an hour and a half, or go to a friend's house and we would sit at the table and we would just talk. And it's great, it's awesome, it's fun, and we get to communicate and have that connection. But it's not very good for our digestion. The reason is because we need to move, we need to get moving. So after dinner, we should all get up and go for a walk together and talk on a walk to get everything moving and going. I have had this experience with Nate while on a raw vegan diet. Very interesting story. So we were eating the mahini curry, which is a delicious mango tahini curry dressing from Meal Plan Volume 3. You can get that book link in the description. But we were eating that like every single day for dinner. It's so good. We were just like, you want to have it again? Yeah, I want to have it again. So we would make it again. We loved it so much that we wanted to take it also to our friend's place because they had invited us over for dinner and we're like, we'll bring mahini curry. So we had eaten it every single day for about 4 days in a row. No problems whatsoever. And we had been eating the same salad, tomatoes, cucumbers, cabbage, like radishes, whatever we were putting in it, it was the same thing every day for those 4 days. No problems. The day that we went to our friend's house, we brought the exact same salad, the exact same recipe, the exact same dressing to share with our friends because we loved it so much, we wanted to share it. We all sat around the table and we ate the same amount that we normally eat, but the only difference was this time we didn't get up and go for a walk after our meal. We sat around the table, we had so much fun, we talked about all kinds of things. It was like an hour and a half that we had sat after eating, talking. Talking, for one, we were swallowing a lot of air, again, like I'd mentioned, and we probably weren't chewing enough because we were excited, we were talking about all kinds of things. So that on top of it, but we sat for an hour and a half talking. And when I stood up after to go home, I was like, what is going on? It just felt like it was the restaurant rock. You know, you just feel heavy in there. It feels like things haven't moved much. And I felt very different after sitting around and talking with our friends than if we had just gotten up and walked around the block to get things moving down there. So if you are having issues with digestion, look at how you are eating. Rewatch some of the older videos. If you've missed them, the link for the playlist is in the description box below, but make sure that you're chewing your food properly. Make sure that you slow down. Make sure that you get enough saliva going on in there with your food. Make sure that you don't talk as much. And like I said, I've said this in the past videos, it's difficult when we're having fun with friends and family, and eating is such a social thing, but we need to find other things to do while we're eating with our friends so that we can experience optimal digestion. And then after dinner, ask everybody if it's cool if we all went for a walk around the block or whatever, or just get up and maybe dance, maybe get into the kitchen, clean up and hang out with everybody. Talk that way instead of sitting around the table or immediately going and watching TV. And just like scrunch. That scrunched position is not helping digestion. So hopefully this tip helps you guys. If you're experiencing issues after sitting for long periods, you'll know why. It's a combination of a lot of things, but definitely get up and move. Not only good for digestion, but it's also good for overall health. We know that added exercise is so important for overall health, your sleep, your mood, your fitness, you name it, it's good. So we should be getting up and going for that walk after our meals, and not just dinner. I'm talking breakfast, lunch, snacks. Get up and move, walk around, get that digestion moving. It's a good thing. So again, I hope this tip helped you. Hope you're enjoying this video series. We will be back tomorrow with tip number 5. And don't forget that we've got 40% off our raw vegan recipes. The link is right here. And the code to get that discount is NiceCream40 to get 40% off over 400 recipes. So hope you guys enjoy, and I will see you tomorrow for video 5 in our series. Until then, fruit on.